Now, Kevin Rudd has been making headlines at home and abroad, of course. Last hour, the Prime Minister said he's going nowhere. He's doing a great job. Seems that's going to be the case, doesn't it?
Well, James, this was a very successful trip for the Prime Minister Albanese in terms of support by Donald Trump for AUKUS. There was the critical minerals deal. He went into the lion's den, which has seen many people like Volodymyr Zelensky and Cyril Ramaphosa come out badly mauled. He came out intact and, in fact, did very well in there. There was absolutely no conflict in this meeting, really. Their enhanced relationship, except for one little bit of conflict. This was like the gymnast at the Olympics who does all of those somersaults and pirouettes, lands, it looks perfect, and then right on the landing, the foot just goes a couple of inches away. And the conflict was Kevin Rudd, of course. We know Donald Trump turned on him at one point and said, so you're the person who criticised me, and Kevin Rudd tried to explain that, that was before you were president, and Trump just cut him off and said, I don't like you either, and I never will probably like you. Today, it's been the festival of Kevin in terms of the Prime Minister. 3 times at least today here in Washington, D.C., he's been out and about just talking up Kevin Rudd, giving him 100% support. Let's have a listen to what the Prime Minister said about Kevin Rudd.
To quote President Trump, all is forgiven. He said that while you were exiting the room. Some of you heard that, some of you reported that. That's up to you, but Kevin Rudd is doing a fantastic job as the ambassador. And I've got to say, up on the Hill, every single person who we met with and the people who spoke this morning all say exactly the same thing.
You paint a beautiful picture there for us, John, and I'm sure Ambassador Rudd will enjoy that phrase, Festival of Kevin. Can I just ask, how has this meeting been reported in the United States? Because obviously Donald Trump has a lot on his plate. Has it got much attention?
Well, James, after the meeting yesterday, we were in the newsroom here watching the different reports, and CNN came on and said, they gave a summary of it and said, there's the President just meeting the Australian Prime Minister, and the most significant part of the meeting, and we were all gripped with excitement. What did CNN think was the most interesting thing that Anthony Albanese said? And CNN said the most interesting part of that meeting was what the President said about Ukraine. So, it got a bit of coverage here and there, but really there's many other issues here that are obviously taking precedence. Generally, Americans, James, from having lived and worked here, Americans basically feel good about us. They love Australia. And as long as the relationship's in pretty good order, I think they'll just move on. They're not that concerned.